In this video, I always talk about I'm a visual learner. Well, that's how I grew up. I grew up with television, and in school I didn't do well if there wasn't a visual stimulus letting me know what it is I needed to learn. Visually, I can remember something. It's almost like a video in my head. So I know that for me, the best way for me to learn is that I have to see it. And so in my teachings, you'll notice I use a lot of video clips, a lot of props, things to get across these complex spiritual teachings. And so in this video, I talk about two energies, fear and love. And they are separate. One way that you can remember this is fear and love. And fear and love are energetic pulses that we embody, and it comes through in our emotions. Remember, emotions are energy in motion. And so fear can generate a lot of patterns in our life, and love can generate a lot of patterns in our life. When we come from fear, we're generating a life based on fear. What will be attracted to us is suffering. Love can generate a higher frequency, and it can generate wonderful experiences to be grateful for, such as joy and bliss. So in this video, really pay attention to how these things show up in your life. Love you. And so I brought a prop today because I like props, and props can help us. I'm a visual learner, so I've got to see what people are talking about. And I love this thing. This is a kid's toy that I ran across, and I was like, if you're reacting in fear, you're going to think, well, I'm just going to react in fear. Well, something else pops up that you're afraid of. And then you've got to, well, I can't do, and then what's going on? Why is the world just so crazy? I'm just trying my best, and these things are just keep happening and coming up. It's like one of those games in the circus where you just pound the thing and it comes right back up again, because that's a pattern. Did you know fear generates a pattern in your life? That when you think that the other shoe is going to drop, it will, because you already said it was going to, and the universe says, well, so it is. And so you think you're doing, and I'm doing this, and I went to church, and this is still happening, and I prayed for this, and why? Well, you're giving that energy of fear and doubt and all of that stuff that creates a pattern. And so there's no wonder that these things keep popping up. So what is the answer? Not to be fearful? Well, it's to remember that you are love, and in the love frequency, things turn out a little differently, but you have to set an intention. You know what an intention is? An intention practice that I love is that you wake up in the morning and you say, I can't wait to see what good is going to show up. Now, is that a different frequency? That is such a different frequency than, oh my goodness, not another day. What's going to happen this time? Now, you can feel that energy, right? That's going to generate something. So all I'm saying is that this magical place that we're living in, we can choose an intention of love, light, and peace, and that's going to give us a pattern of that. So I want to show you this clip that really, really hones this in, because once again, I'm a visual learner. And see if you can see what this person is doing.
Morning, everybody. Let's get started. Kenny?
At 7, I'm going to throw your newspaper into the bushes.
Can you make it 7:30 when the sprinklers come on?
Done.
At 10:45, I'll let you know that a computer virus totally wiped out your hard drive.
Terrific. What do you need?
On your way to the client presentation, you're going to blow a tire and have to walk across town to get there.
Will it be raining?
Hard.
Great. Becky, anything to add? You're still going to be giving me the silent treatment for no apparent reason. Awesome. Good thing I had my orange juice.
Take on the day with the natural goodness of 100% pure Florida
Now, the
orange.
reason I love that, is that hysterical? And it goes against what we are trained to do. We're trained to react to every situation as if it's like tragic. And what I'm saying is that when you do, your emotions, which is energy in motion, will create the next crazy thing in your life. What this demonstrates is that you don't have to react. You can respond. How do you respond? With the intention that you set that day. If the intention is nothing is going to steal my joy, and you're going to keep your joy, then those things that you thought were going to wreck your joy, they're not going to, because you've already set the intention. In other words, do you see you're not phasing in and you're not phasing out based on situations, based on events. So that demonstration is a spiritual practice. It's not going to happen overnight because you're still going to be reactive. You're still going to have your triggers. Somebody is not going to act a certain way based on your expectation, but it should not take you out of your intention, which is to create joy, to be loved, to remember who you are. Situations are designed, we are programmed to be taken out of joy and love. Why do you think that is? Because that's where we're most powerful. That's where our most creative energy is. That is the energy that changes the world. Let me give you another example. By the same token that I can have energy that is so destructive and so angry, and I made those patterns, I can create joyful energy and shift my reality. In Sedona, we call it portal jumping. I'm not going to go there with you into the 5D ascension, but I am telling you in a simple way that that's how you shift your perspective. Now, that was a therapist term, shifting your perspective, changing your perspective. It's the same thing. You can change your reality by having a joyful intention. Joy pops up. Oh, I didn't expect that. That was really great. Isn't life wonderful? Another great thing happens. And then your friends will say, well, I'm going to follow you around. And then you say, yes, follow me around, because you will see that I am attracting wonderful things in my life. And it'll seem like magic. And it is.